Today, an update on the body that was found on Wednesday and a closer look at the drama from last week's Senate meeting. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. Hello Ospreys, I'm Tevin Locke and you're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. We have an update on the missing body discovered on the beach last Wednesday. St. Johns County Sheriff's Office said the medical examiner has identified the body as UNF student Gar Sangri. St. Johns County Sheriff's Office also told Spinnaker that the manner of the death was accidental and the cause of death was drowning. Sangri, who was last seen Friday, January 23rd, left on a kayaking trip and never returned. The body was found by a fisherman near Florida A1A last week. A UNF communication professor created controversy after speaking out of turn during a student government Senate meeting on February 9th. Dr. Brian Thornton, whose focus is in multimedia reporting, was concerned by the Senate's proposed 2015-2016 activities and service fee budget. Dr. Thornton explained to Spinnaker what he did and why.
The senators represent the students, that's true, but they also represented the campus at large. And I just wanted the senators, before they voted on the budget, to understand how important the Spinnaker is to the students and to the communication department.
Spinnaker also talked to Senate President Chase Baker. In his interview, he said about Thornton, quote, "I understand you're concerned. I understand you're a professor, but you can't wait until the last minute to tell me to be added to the agenda because we've been doing budget deliberations for the past few weeks," end quote. For more on this story, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. Now let's toss it over to Catherine Marsh for your Spinnaker weather update.
Good morning, Ospreys. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend and happy President's Day. I'm Catherine Marsh here with your Spinnaker weather update. It's currently 55 degrees and going to warm up today with a high of 70 and a low of 40. We're also going to experience mostly cloudy skies with winds at around 6 to 16 miles per hour, so prepare for it to get a little chilly. Tonight we still have mostly cloudy skies and a low of 59. Still breezy as well with a 10% chance of showers mainly after 5 a.m. Moving on to the surf for today, Surfline reports that waves will be about 1 to 2 feet, which is about knee to thigh high. And for tomorrow, we have a 90% chance of showers throughout the day with a high near 66. Well, that's it for today's weather report. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Catherine. Now for your sports report, here's Alex Gatlin.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Alex Gatlin, here with your Spinnaker Sports. After dropping a major game last Thursday, the men's basketball team would get back to winning ways against Kennesaw State on Saturday. Chris Davenport led the way with 14 points on the way to a 67-51 win. After the game, KSU head coach Lewis Preston had good things to say about UNF.
I guess right now they're second place in the league. They've been the most consistent. You know, that's the #1 offense in the conference, and they showed it in the second half.
The Ospreys are back in action this Thursday at home versus Lipscomb. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Over on the Diamond, the men's baseball team dropped 2 of their 3 games in their home opening series versus VMI. On Friday, the Ospreys matched the Cadets' hits, but fell 3-1. Then on Saturday, the Ospreys were engaged in a slugfest, taking the win 16-11. Finally on Sunday, they dropped the game 2-1. They'll be back in action tomorrow at home versus the Citadel. First pitch will be at 5 p.m. And finally, the women's basketball team fell 52-64 versus Kennesaw State. They'll be back in action this Thursday at Lipscomb. Tip-off is set for 7:30. Well, that does it for your Spinnaker Sports. Let's toss it back to Tedlin.
Thanks, Alex. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker. And you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Catherine Marsh and Alex Gatlin, I'm Tedlin Locke. Have a great day, UNF.